The town regalia, the piece at the top is the loving cup presented by the Earl of Darlington. Priceless. He was the Mayor of Hartlepool in 1818. This is the King John Charter, granted 8th of February 1201. Another charter, this being granted by Queen Elizabeth I, dated 1593. The new town mace presented by one of the late Chief Constables, Mr. Albert Winterbottom. This is a very old mace, silver gilt, now carried by the Mayor. Mayoral chain. This is the chain of the Mayoress, presented by Sir Christopher Furness. Here are some of the town seals. On one side is the hart in the pool, with the huntsman's dog on its back. On the reverse side is the figure of St. Hilda, supported by 2 monks. More of the town regalia. Various maces. The 2 outside maces were given by the Duke of Cleveland. The borough buildings. His Worship the Mayor, Alderman Robert Richardson, JP, Mayor of 1959. It is Mayor's Sunday and they're just about to proceed to St. Hilda's Church. Accompanying the Mayor of Hartlepool is the Mayor of West Hartlepool. This is Mr. L.O. Williams, Recorder and Town Clerk. Some of the Sea Cadets. British Legion banners. The mace bearer, and very proud he is to carry that lovely mace. Town clerk and mayor having a little chat before they fall in. The Boys' Brigade in charge, their captain, Alderman Fred Jakes. The flag of St. George on the tower of St. Hilda's Church. Here comes the Mayor, preceded by the Mace Bearer of West Hartlepool, the Mayor, Alderman Andrews, and the Town Clerk, Mr. Wackett, followed by the Aldermen and Councillors of the 2 boroughs. This is the porch of St Hilda's and a party just arriving. Here comes the mace bearer. The mace bearer of West Hartlepool and the town clerk, Mr Waggett, with the mayor, Alderman Andrews, accompanied by aldermen and councillors of both boroughs. Now we're having a stroll through Croft Gardens. Here's a lovely picture of St Hilda's Church. This church was built in the 12th century. The new east end was erected and added to the original church in 1932. The original east end was a replica of the east end of Whitby Abbey. The rectory soon to be occupied by a new rector. This rectory was very badly shattered during a bombardment. A view of the church from the northeast. The old St Mark's Chapel of the Methodist New Connection, now the Boys' Brigade headquarters. Here we have at the end of the path the old house where Sir Cuthbert Sharp, historian of Hartlepool, lived, and where he wrote the history of Hartlepool. This building has to come down, and here it is in a sorry state. In this house Sir Cuthbert Sharp entertained Sir Walter Scott and other dignitaries. The entrance to the Gallery Chapel. The chapel was restored by the Freemasons of Hartlepool during the 1932 restoration. A view of the Gallery Chapel from the exterior, now used as a choir vestry. For many years it was open and you could walk through the arches. There is no doubt that when John Wesley visited Hartlepool, he would have entered St Hilda's Church. The tomb of William Purvis, better known as Billy Purvis, clown and jester of the North and star of his day. He was born in Scotland and became Freeman of Newcastle. He died in the Angel Inn on the 16th of December 1853. The flying buttresses were built due to the tower being too heavy and are only on the south side. From the top of the tower we get a wonderful panoramic view of the town and bay, as well as down the Yorkshire coast. View of the churchyard from the tower. Moor Terrace. Cleveland House, at one time the summer residence of the Duke of Cleveland. The harbour entrance with the Commissioner's Pier showing Croft Gardens in the foreground. Looking down Middlegate. Middlegate takes its name from the Sandwell Gate, which was the Middle Gate. View of the pump. We are now back at the church looking around the churchyard. The mayor's procession is about to leave the church. Here are the two church wardens with their staves of office, Mr. William Smith and Mr. Fred Graham. The Mayor of West Hartlepool and the Town Clerk of West Hartlepool. Following them, the Reverend Walter Cowans, a former rector, acting chaplain to the Mayor and now rector of Ebchester. Buildings where the Mayor will take the salute of the procession.